There's something that great leaders do that most managers don't, and it has nothing to do with giving orders. In fact, it's the opposite. It's called coaching, and once you learn how it works, your team's performance will look completely different. Coaching isn't about being the boss who knows everything. It's about asking the right questions, helping people see things for themselves, and getting better outcomes together. I'm not talking about executive coaching, the kind where a certified coach meets with a leader every few weeks to unpack big challenges and map out long-term growth through deep reflection and action plans. No, I'm talking about something much more practical and hands-on. Think less corner office strategy session and more sideline coaching. It's the everyday, real-time kind of coaching you'd see in an athletic team, except happening in the workplace. When a supervisor is consistently helping their people improve performance, build confidence, and stay engaged. A few years ago, I taught a workshop called The Practical Coach based on the #1 performance coaching video from media partners. The program's simple yet profound coaching techniques made such a significant impact on me that I thought I'd share some of the concepts here. When you look back at all the ups and downs in your life, chances are somebody was there for you. Somebody cared about you. Perhaps somebody got honest with you. Think of all the important people who have helped or taught you. Maybe they just came in and out of your life for a little while and gave you an encouraging word just when you needed it. Or maybe they just gave you a chance in the first place. They believed in you. These are the coaches in your life. For the most part, they let you choose your own path. They showed you a few shortcuts along the way and tried to steer you around most of those dead ends. They have no idea how much they helped you, but you remember them, don't you? We all owe those people a lot in our lives. And guess what? If you lead a team, now it's your turn. Think of the people that you lead at work. You're the one moving alongside them, watching their ups and downs. And believe it or not, what you choose to do or say to them on a daily basis matters to them greatly, because you're their coach. Coaching is a process of letting people know that their performance matters to you. That's it. So let's take a look at those 3 critical times when you need to step up and be someone's coach. When you see someone doing good work, when you see someone doing poor work, and when you see someone on a dead-end road. So let's start with the easy stuff, the good work. When you see it, say it. Good work that gets noticed, gets repeated. I'm going to repeat that. Good work that gets noticed, gets repeated. So remember, never let good work go unnoticed. When you see it, say it. That's how to coach good performance. Unfortunately, good performance doesn't last forever. Everyone has their downs as well as their ups. And when you're a coach, it's just as important that you never let poor work go unnoticed. The idea of when you see it, say it only works when you're coaching good work. When you're coaching poor work, the trick is to make it private and make it positive. The first thing is get them alone or at least away. The sooner the better. Make sure it's private. Now the hard part, making it positive. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, are you correcting things for their success or yours? Are they doing things wrong or just differently than what you would do? Are you angry or irritated? If you're not completely in a positive frame of mind, stop and wait until you can be. Then proceed with caring. Remember that a good coach is willing to let the learner choose their own path. So be careful not to jump in with all the answers. Just jump in with a few questions. So how do you think this could have gone better? When you feel like saying, here's what I think, stop, take a breath, and ask them, what do you think? It's amazing what you'll hear if they think you're really listening. And of course, what do you do when you hear them come up with a great solution? Never let good work go unnoticed. When you see it, say it. But what if they don't have the answers? At that point, a tip or a shortcut or some practical advice from you can do wonders. Whatever you do, make it simple and positive. At times you might find they need a little more training. Be patient if it takes them a couple of tries to get things right. They'll learn more from a few of their own mistakes than 100 of your words. Like they say, the only true failure is the failure to try. If they're making mistakes, it means they're trying, and trying hard is exactly the kind of good work that you should never let go unnoticed. You'd be surprised at how often your team members can work out their own problems if you just ask the right questions. This is probably a good time to talk about the whole issue of coaching sidetracks. For the most part, sidetracks are just the natural defense techniques we all use when we're uncomfortable. We try to change the subject. When we're confronted, we try denial or some counterattack. If you're doing your job as a coach, you're going to run into sidetracks. But remember, they lead nowhere. You can't win, so don't even start to go there. Just stay on track. Be calm, but direct. Let them know you bring up their poor performance because it's your job and because you want them to succeed. Coaching means you care. So remember, it's the process of letting people know that your performance matters to you. So never let good work go unnoticed, and you never let poor work go unnoticed. When your team member's path of progress heads down and looks something like this, when it becomes clear that they're on a dead-end road, you need to turn them around or you're going to lose them. This is when you try the 2-minute challenge. It's a simple technique to turn around poor performance that goes like this. 1, you state what you observed. 2, you wait for the response. 3, remind them of the goal. 4, ask them for a specific solution. And 5, you agree together. That's it. Just 5 simple steps. No arguing, no criticizing, no editorial comment, no heightened emotions. But you can't skip any one of the steps. Simply state what you observed. That way nothing but their behavior can become an issue. Wait for their response and stay on track. Then remind them of the goal and ask them for a specific solution. Finally, agree together on a solution. We all need coaches in our lives. Your team is no exception. Hopefully all they'll need from you is a word of encouragement or some practical advice. That goes a long way. Maybe a shortcut that your coach once shared with you. But sometimes they may need you to step right in front of them, stop them in their tracks, and remind them of how much better they can be. That's your job too, as their coach. So let's do a quick review. To start with, what do you do when you notice good work? That's right. When you see it, say it. Good work that gets noticed gets repeated. So be as specific as you can. And when you notice poor work, make it private, make it positive. Take a deep breath, and before you jump in with the answers, start with a few questions. Let them try to choose their own path and only offer advice that is simple and positive. And of course, beware of those defensive sidetracks. They lead nowhere, so don't go down those dead-end roads. And finally, what do you do if one of your team members is on a dead-end road? Then it's time for the 2-minute challenge. We all need coaches, people who see potential in us even when we don't see it in ourselves. And your team needs that from you. Sometimes your encouragement is enough. Sometimes your guidance is the turning point. And sometimes you'll be the one who steps in at exactly the right moment and helps someone realize how much better they can be. That's coaching, and that's what great leaders do.
John Paul here. If you like this video, check out the HR Insight YouTube channel where we have more videos just like this. Make sure to click subscribe so you get notifications.